Doing a review on leather wide margin King James Version Bibles. This one is the local church publisher 110 executive version, which has the ironed calfskin. Very nice cover. Has some firmness to it. Isn't all limp like some versions, which some people like. I actually did this from trying to bend it when I first got it. Don't do that. Look, this is the way they come, the local church post. Okay, but what I wanted was a Bible. When I first opened it up, it just laid open, and it didn't do that like some Bibles do. I mean, now it kind of does, but it was kind of stiff, But just leave it alone, because it'll wear in over time. So don't try to manipulate it like I did. But this is what it's going to look like. Okay, very nice, very beautiful. This is a local church publisher Bible. Okay, binding is good. As you can see, it's held up to abuse. This is the 110 model. It is hand-sized. It is a smaller Bible. Here's a ink pen for reference. A regular-sized ink pen. This is their mid-size 390 version. I started off with this one. I like it. I do like it a lot. However, the text is somewhat small. I will say for the size of the text, it is very legible. But I was having a little bit of trouble sometimes in church whenever I would have this in my lap or just be trying to read it a little bit far away. It was kind of causing me to squint a little bit, which is not a big deal, I mean, you could definitely make do with this. And I almost want to say, if you can only get one Bible and you like the smaller size Bibles, this might be the best choice for you. This one is not red letter edition, but they actually do have a red letter edition that is just like this. The margins are good. It looks like the inner margin is all scrunched up on each other, but it's not. I mean, it's not a big deal. It looks like it is, but it's not. It's fine. I mean, you have enough room on the inside to make your letters, which is how I do it anyway. I'll put an A for, I want to make a note on this passage, so I'll put an A, and then I'll just make a note. And so I use the sides for my reference letters, and then come down here and write the notes. And then if it goes over the bottom, then I'll just continue it up here. I use numbers for the references of verses that match up. Blessed be you poor. This talks about how the poor are chosen and are rich in faith. So very nice. It has good references in the middle, good translator notes in my opinion. Has a lot of bells and whistles for how small it is. I mean, as far as just being a hand-sized Bible, it's got a lot of features to it. Then when you get to the paper, is good. It doesn't bleed through bad. It's pretty nice thick paper. And when you get to the back, okay, there's some bleeding through. It depends on what ink you use. Okay, don't let this deter you at all, because it just depends on what kind of pen you use. One of my favorite kinds of pens that I use is a Papermate, just a cheap old Papermate pens. Let me see if I can find some. See how the ink is a little bit different. That one's all dark, and see how it didn't really bleed through. So, and I've had good fortune with the Papermate pens. They don't bleed through. So, my opinion, instead of using the concordance, I just make notes. That's what I've been doing anyway. Maybe not the best system. Concordance is pretty good, but I don't even use it. After the concordance, which is actually like 100-some page concordance, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, 61, 103, 109. Yeah, it's over 100-page concordance. 125, 135. It's pretty exhaustive. Let's see what's here. 151 pages. In the back, you don't have any lined note pages like with the Allen or Cambridge, but you do have a couple blank pages 1, 2, literally a couple. And you got some maps, which are, not very crisp, kind of fuzzy print, but I mean, they're fine. They tell you what you need to know. Behind that, you have like 4 at least thick white pages that you could write some notes in. And that's pretty much it. Very beautiful Bible. Very beautiful Bible. Very, very nice Bible. This one I've actually kind of abused a little bit, so if you see a little wear and tear on it, then don't hold that against the publisher. Very nice Bible. A couple of bookmarks. A couple. Yeah, a couple of them. That one was behind it. A couple of bookmarks. There you go. Hope that helps, guys. I don't know if I did. I think I did. That's for a size reference.